Hello and thanks for being with us. I'm Chris Saldaña. A birthday party. It came to a stop after a house fire. 3 adults and 2 kids are now in the hospital. And we're going to get to those stories in just a moment. But first, police are on the scene of an auto pedestrian accident. Officers tell us it happened just about 10 o'clock tonight. We want to let our viewers know, in case you do want to tune into that town hall meeting, it will be broadcast live all over Nevada. Go to our website, 8newsnow.com, and the key word there is bully. Paul and Denise, I've been reporting for nearly 9 years here in Las Vegas, and I have to say, today was the worst that I've ever seen. I let this car drive right by before I become one of the statistics. But see, this is a distraction. This is Sunset, the stretch of Sunset. To my right is Whitney Ranch, and right over here is Arroyo Grande. But it was this small stretch of road that became a river. The parade route is going to start just on 4th Street. It's going to make its way all the way down to Fremont Street Experience, and that's where it ends. The shirt of the night, I have to tell you, WTF. Not what you're thinking. It stands for, where's the finish line? Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Chris Saldaña. A tense situation this morning as a mother held her own baby hostage in North Las Vegas. The woman barricaded herself inside of an apartment at the Budget Suites near Texas Station at about 7 this morning. And when a SWAT team moved in to negotiate, they could see the woman through a window with the baby and a knife. She threatened to kill her baby, then herself. If you've been anywhere outside, you've noticed that it has been a bit cloudy. There has been some wind, and you can definitely feel the moisture out there. Ted joins us now with a quick look at our forecast. Ted, whenever it lights up behind you, we know something is going on. We see all those colors behind you right now. All right, thanks a lot, Ted. A lot of folks following you on Twitter for these updates. Nathan Baca, he's out in the rain where some street flooding has been happening. Some roads even closed, we're told. He joins us now on the telephone near Buffalo and Grand Teton. Thanks so much, Nathan Baca, live for us tonight via telephone. And all that video that you were just watching was courtesy of Nathan's iPhone. He headed out there. We couldn't get a live shot because of all the lightning that was happening, so we had sent him out there. He called us on the telephone and sent us that video via email. A drive-through worker in San Antonio, Texas, is now heading to prison after selling customers child porn. Juan Rosas was sentenced to almost 22 years in prison earlier this week. He allegedly found his customers online, told them to drive through the window at Wendy's. When a customer said the words Scooby-Doo, he would sell them a memory card full of porn with their meal. It's a new start for Arturo Martinez, the man who lost his wife and daughter in a claw hammer attack that happened this past April. The boxing gym that was his family's dream reopened today after the tragedy. The I-Team's Nathan Baca shows what impact the gym has for this survivor and the community. Suspect in this attack, Brian Clay, pleaded not guilty last month, and now he's awaiting trial. Arturo's KO Boxing Gym on Cheyenne and Civic Center welcomes new customers, we're told, on Monday. A fire burning in Elko County. It's almost completely contained. Fire crews say they expect a 20-mile fire burning northwest of Montello to be under control by tomorrow evening. This weekend's rain and cooler temperatures are making this firefight a bit easier, but fire crews are still battling against some rocky terrain. 20-mile fire has burned 13,000 acres so far. All right. Can you breathe? Because you've been going back and forth all evening, and you've just truly been busy. So What's going on now? When we say dreamers, these are illegal immigrants brought to the United States as kids. They are now eligible to stay in this country and apply for a work permit as long as they're going to school and have no criminal past.
They can actually just go and knock on my door and just, put me in handcuffs and just take me away.
Rafael Lopez lives in fear every day of being deported back to Mexico. His parents brought him here illegally.
I've always known, I just never knew how being undocumented would affect me until, I got older. So, it's just been tough.
He managed to avoid deportation while completing high school, and next year he's done at UNLV. But he wants to keep furthering his education.
Since I'm almost, close to graduating, I need like a Social Security, to probably, apply for, graduate school.
His story is one that Astrid Silva can relate to.
You grow up thinking you're American. You say the Pledge of Allegiance every single day. You know this history like the back of your hand, and at the end of the day, somebody tells you that you're not American because you don't have 9 numbers.
Silva is undocumented. She knows of other students just like her who have been deported for the same reason.
We were losing so many students because they were being deported to countries, and these are students who want to become scientists, doctors, police officers.
Silva says this is a first step in keeping students here who want to give back to the only community and only country they've ever lived in.
Now students who have no criminal record, are in school or would like to enroll in the military can go ahead and apply for a work permit.
There is a fee, $465, and be warned, a lot of scams are already popping up. Make sure if you do go to a lawyer and they're offering some services, they're certified by the American Immigration Lawyers Association. And don't go to notarios or notary publics for this kind of help. We have the qualifications and the application process links to on our website, 8newsnow.com. And the key word there is immigration. I want to go and show you what's going on right now. You can see the American Red Cross has been here all day, as well as Southwest Gas. They've been helping these families trying to get this block clean. It is a little bit cleaner than what it was earlier. The mud is now dry. You can still see, though, some of the streets covered in that dry mud, and a number of work crews helping out and making sure that these families are safe. Trash crews had more to pick up from this neighborhood than usual after floodwaters cleared all that was inside these homes.
And then when I turned back from the room, because they're inside the room, my kids, the water is up to here.
Salvation Aquilo Badir was cooking for her 3 kids. When she said the waters rushed into her home. This is what's left of the inside.
And I went to the bedroom and I told them, we will break this glass just in case we will go on top of the roof.
Today, as she walks us through her muddy home, she shares how she was able to survive.
I opened the window. I thinking about how can I save my life and the 3 kids.
A few houses down, Robin Palmer and her boyfriend showed us the inside of their 3-bedroom home.
It came in through the backyard and went through the house and flooded the whole street. I couldn't even get to my kids. My kids were at a house down on the other side.
Through the wet and muddy floors, Palmer says she still has images of how high the water was.
It was up to my boyfriend's waist in water, and the whole house was just destroyed.
Clark County Commissioner Christian Kiliani walked this neighborhood today to check out the damage and talk to the families who lost so much.
What we're trying to do is at least offer the assistance to do a home assessment to make sure the home's still safe to stay in, and if not, at least give them that alternative.
These homes, she says, were not in the floodplain and not required to have flood insurance.
If you live near a wash, get the insurance, even if you're not required to. It gives you that added protection, because at some point, the 100-year flood could happen.
Palmer says she's just glad all of her neighbors survived.
Yeah. We're alive.
That's
The kids are alive.
And that's what I was saying. And back out here live, I want to go ahead and show you what has been going on within about the last hour, hour and a half. The county has been out here placing some placards like you see on that garage door. They're color-coded. That's a green one. That allows folks to go back into their house. These homes have been looked into to see if there's any sorts of damage. There was no structural damage found in that home. But as you get further down this block, there's some yellow ones and some different color ones that do show that these homes do have structural damage, and homeowners are allowed inside for just a certain amount of time before they are definitely inspected once again by county officials. And a lot of these people, some of them did have insurance and some of them didn't. They say the insurance inspectors won't be out here until Saturday because they're so flooded with phone calls. Reporting live, Chris Saldaña, 8 News Now.